Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I am Nasser and today I'm going to be reviewing the Haylou RS4 Plus smartwatch. This will be an in-depth review, so the video will be a bit longer. I have created different sections in this video, so you can select whichever section that you want to watch. I have already recorded the unboxing video of the smartwatch, so let's play that video now. So here's the box of the watch. It contains some information about the watch here. So here's a quick overview of all the features and functions included in this watch. Let's open the box and see what we get inside. So there's the watch in this box. It looks really nice. The design of this watch is quite premium and the strap is magnetic, so overall it looks quite good. I'm going to put it aside for now. Let's see what else we get in the box. So there seems to be a cable and a manual. The charging cable is magnetic. There's a sticker on the screen. I'm going to take that off now. I forgot to tell you about one of the things that are included in the box. So let's get to that now. It is a note in the box which says subscribe to this channel and also remember to like the video and leave a comment. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the specifications of this watch. This watch has a beautiful AMOLED screen. The size of the screen is 1.78 inch and the resolution is 368 by 448 pixels, which means that the PPI of this watch, PPI means pixels per inch, is 325, which is really great for a smartwatch. Even my mobile phone has like almost 400 PPI. So for a smartwatch, the PPI of 325 is quite good, and in this price range, that is really amazing. The battery capacity of the smartwatch is 230 mAh. According to the manual, the battery lasts almost 10 days. The weight of this watch is 57.6 grams, including the strap, and this watch is also waterproof. The waterproof rating is IP68, which is really great, so no water or moisture can get in it, and no solids like any dirt or anything like that can get in it either. This watch has step tracking and heart rate tracking. These are like the most basic features that even the cheapest smartwatches have. I do not know how accurate the step tracking and heart rate tracking is. I do not have any equipment to test that, but I compared the readings with my older band, which was a Mi Band 4, and they seem to be identical, so I would say they are quite accurate. This also has SpO2 tracking, which tracks the level of oxygen in your blood. It also has a temperature sensor. I don't know how well this works either because I don't have a way of measuring my wrist temperature. This measures your wrist temperature, which is different from your forehead's temperature. It also has 105 workout modes, so you can select whatever mode that you want to select and then start the workout. It also has sleep tracking, but I have not been able to test that because this smartwatch tracks your sleep after 6 p.m. and I don't know until when it tracks it, but I do not sleep between that time. I sleep quite late, so I was not able to track my sleep. This watch and a lot of other smartwatches don't have an option for tracking your sleep in the daytime, but they should. Even if they don't track it automatically, there should be an option for us to tell the watch we are going to sleep, so it could start tracking. The hardware of this watch is really great. It looks really nice. The sides are made of metal and it is very durable. It feels durable in the hand, and the screen is just beautiful. It is 60 Hz. I forgot to mention this before, but it is a 60 Hz display. Most other smartwatches in this range, or even some smartwatches which are a bit expensive than this, don't have a 60 Hz display. If you watch the videos, they would seem like quite choppy and laggy, but it is, as you can see, very smooth. The PPI of this display is also great. The bezels are not really small. The bezel almost ends here, but because most of the watch faces and most of the applications and menus in this watch have a black background, and they also don't take up the full screen, this looks almost bezel-less, so that looks quite good as well. And the strap is also great. It is quite a unique strap. It is a metallic strap, so you can easily wear it and take it off, and it is quite durable as well. It does not come loose easily. I have tested it thoroughly and it works pretty well. Since the strap contains magnets, it can be attached to any metallic surface. I fell in love with the hardware of this watch when I saw it online. It looks really great. The screen is amazing. The strap is quite unique, but there weren't many reviews of the software, so I wasn't able to get much information about the software online. I am going to explain everything about the software now, so let's move on to that section. Okay, pause. Well, I'm not going to be able to include this section within this video. This video turned out to be much longer than I thought it would, so I had to move that section to another video. The link will be in the description. You can go check it out. This watch has more cons than pros in my opinion, and all the cons are related to the software of this watch. So the first thing that I really don't like is the watch faces. You get like 5 default watch faces, and this is in my opinion the best one out of those. Then you can get a few different watch faces, well, not few different actually. There are almost 80 to 90 watch faces in the Haylou Fun application, but well, I was really disappointed by the watch faces. They don't look good. The display is really beautiful. The watch faces don't take advantage of this beautiful display. The watch faces, like, I don't really like those at all. I had made a video of different watch faces and I will play that now. So this is the artistic creativity section, but it is the complete opposite of creativity. They are just taken random backgrounds and applied date and time over them. so I really hate this complete section. So I'm going to scroll through all of the watch faces now, so you can look at the watch faces for yourself. I'm also going to apply some watch faces to the watch. This watch does not allow you to apply your own backgrounds to some watch faces, so you are stuck with only the watch faces that they have supplied. Most other watches have the option for applying your own background, but this one doesn't. And it does not have support for custom watch faces either, so you cannot get custom watch faces from the internet or from some other application and apply them to this watch. I hope that this will get support for custom watch faces, because then you will have the option of a lot of watch faces, and if you don't like any, you can also create your own. But currently it does not have many good watch faces. There are only a few decent watch faces, and this is one thing that I hate the most about this watch. Next problem that I faced was with the raise to wake option. The tracking for the raise to wake is not that great. The watch turns on even when I'm doing like some daily life stuff. I'm not raising my arm to wake the watch. So I put on my Mi Band as well to see if that turns on as well during those tasks, but it did not. The raise to wake tracking in Mi Band 4 is much better than this. I was eating, I was turning on a light switch, I was just adjusting the screen of my laptop, and I was using the keyboard, typing on the keyboard. I moved from like left corner to the top right corner, and the watch turned on. So I just keep the raise to wake option off most of the time. The next problem I faced was with the swipe right option to go back, like this. I was trying to set up an alarm. Let's say I want to set it to 5. I will do this, but if you move your hand to the right while doing that, like this, it goes back. This was really annoying to me. So the problem is that it does not have edge detection, so it cannot detect when you are swiping right from the edge. You can swipe right anywhere, even on the right edge, and it would go back. This can become quite annoying when you are just trying to set up an alarm or something and it keeps going back. The next problem is that there is no way to turn off the screen manually, so it doesn't have palm detection. If you put your hand on the watch, it cannot detect it, and the screen just remains on until the screen timeout time. So let's say you have set the timeout to 5 seconds. The screen would remain on for 5 seconds. You cannot turn it off manually. This smartwatch doesn't have an option for camera shutter either. Most smartwatches have that option, so you can trigger the shutter remotely, but this smartwatch does not. The other thing is that the readings for the temperature sensor are not saved, so it just says no data available even when it has previous readings. So that data is not saved. You can only get the current reading. You cannot see previous readings. The same goes for stress tracking. It shows you the last reading, but it does not keep track of previous readings. The last problem is that the weather does not work that well. Sometimes it is synced correctly, but most of the times it isn't, so you don't get any information about the weather. You can only see the current temperature and nothing else, and the current temperature is only spotted on a few watch faces. Okay, so about the pros, well, the pros are mostly just the things that I have already talked about. The pros are mostly related to the hardware of this watch. The screen, like I've said multiple times before, is really pretty. It is really great, but it is too bad that the watch faces are just pure shit. They do not take good advantage of the great screen. The brightness of this watch is also quite good. I have tried the watch with full brightness in direct sunlight and it is easily readable. You can easily read all the text, all the menus and everything else in direct sunlight. The watch also looks quite good. As I was saying, the watch looks really good. If you just look at it like this, it looks really pretty. It looks really great, really premium, and the watch functions great as well. Everything works fine in this watch other than all of the software issues that I have mentioned. The hardware of this watch is really great, but the software is not that good, so it becomes like a disappointment. There are many other smartwatches and smartbands available in this price range. Let's say, for example, the Mi Band 7, which is already available in some markets, the Redmi Band Pro, and Huawei Band 6 and 7, and the other watches from Huawei, Amazfit, Xiaomi. Like, there is a lot of competition. So with the current situation of the software, I would not recommend this watch. One of the biggest disappointment for me was the watch faces. So if they had support for custom watch faces and they had good watch faces to the watch, then it would be like an okay watch and the experience would be good, because most of the times you are just on the home screen, so the home screen should look good and you should have many options for the watch faces. There are other issues in the software as well, so the overall experience of using this watch is not really that great. If you just want this watch for the hardware of for how well it looks, how premium it looks, and for the strap, then I would recommend this watch. You can also change the strap if you want. You can replace it with some other 20mm strap. If they send software updates for this watch and they fix the issues, then I would surely make a new review and I would then tell you about my final thoughts in that video. But currently I am not going to recommend this watch. I was initially thinking about buying Redmi Band Pro, but I found out about this watch and I really liked it, so instead of that I bought this. But now I'm thinking that maybe Redmi Band Pro would have been a better option, but I have already bought this watch, so I'm going to stick with it and see how the development of this watch goes. So that's about it for this review. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and also leave a like and a comment. I will see you in the next review. Until then, take care and goodbye.